welcome to the Scratticus Academy. We are back with more Urban Shadows to finish off the week this week. Otherwise, before we start and go round, please check out the links that are going to be coming up in chat. That includes the Discord. There is a channel just for this. Thank you. There is a channel just for this game, and we would love to hear what you think. Also, if you've missed out on anything, you can head over to YouTube and catch up over there. And if you would like to get in a game, go and drop Scrat a DM on Twitter. Otherwise, I would like to shout out a big thank you to our lovely sponsors who we could not do this without. First of all, Hero Forge, that do the 3D printed club minis, which are very, very snazzy, and we are doing some more things with them very, very soon, which I can't wait. Also, the Deck of Many, with the Deck of Many Things and the magic moving spell cards, which are very, very snazzy, which I love. I think of them for ages. They also created Humblewood, which was one of the viewer games that you can be on just before this game. The wonderful Dark Matter, last but not least, Mage Hand Press creates some awesome stuff, and you can now get this in stores in hardback. You can also see their Fae Folio over on this channel. Another one of our viewer games, if you want to check that out as well. Otherwise, I think I will pass over. Oh no, let's go round first. What am I doing today? We are going to, first of all, say hello to Raven. Oh, hi.
What's up, guys? It's good to be back again. If you guys don't know me, once again, if you like horror games here on Twitch, I stream horror games all the time. I've been around for a long time. I'm also one of the co-founders of the charity event, the Scarathon, which unfortunately is probably going to get postponed for about a month this year, but we're not canceling anything. We are going to come back very, very soon. We just want to give everyone a little bit of time, you know, let some of this crisis blow over a little bit, hopefully. And we're going to come back even stronger. But yeah, you could follow me at twitch.tv/Ravenheart and follow the Scarathon at twitch.tv/ScarathonTV. Thanks for watching, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Then we're going to hop down and say hi to Ryomasa. Oh, hi.
I got caught off guard with that. Hello, I'm John Ryomasa, RY0MASA on Twitter. Been doing the stream here on New Acadia Nights, as well as Through the Glass on Unmade Gaming. And that's on Tuesdays at 8, although our finale is coming up next week, so not for much longer. But other than that, I am staying inside, working on a thesis, which has changed absolutely nothing in the last month or so. But here we are. We're here. Homework is gone. Game face is on. Let's do it.
Game face. Awesome. Thank you. Then we're going to hop over and say hi to Mr. Loki. Oh, hi.
Hola. Joaquin Sanchez from Mexico here. Eager to go back to Neo Acadia. Let's see what's in store for the next session.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm White Rabbit Pick. You can find me on Twitter at White Rabbit Pick. Please check out my links and stuff. I do photography as well as being the headmistress here at the Academy. Otherwise, I'm going to hand over to our very, very wonderful Lauren. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Hey, everybody. I'm Lauren. I'm that Salty Ginger over on Twitter and half of Salty Sweet Games with my best friend, Kiana. I'm your benevolent master of ceremonies, and tonight we're playing New Acadia Nights, set in my homebrew city of New Acadia, based on New Orleans with the Buffyverse and a little sprinkle of Sin City Light in there. We use the Urban Shadow system. If you don't know what it is, I'm gonna explain it real briefly. Powered by the apocalypse, political urban fantasy game. Here are my jobs: make the city feel political and dark, keep the characters' lives out of control and evolving, and we all play to find out what happens, especially me. Recap time. I'm just in it tonight. Evelyn arrived home to find her patron Belle not only in her bed, but wearing her, what were they, Scrat? Smoky lingerie? She didn't explain why she's been gone so long, but she did give Evelyn a new set of orders to bring anyone who had lapsed on their side of a contract, even on a technicality, to her. Evelyn understandably needed a bit of a breather after this interaction, so decided to go see what Nike was up to, especially as he promised her certain favors if she helped him out. That's how this game works. He'd been waiting patiently for his planned seance with the witch Una, who has been in contact with the spirit of an old close friend of Nike's. On the other side of town, way on the other side, Briggs avoided a fight with the vampire punks outside of the Blue and managed to gain entrance and even subtly communicate with the owner of the bar. And he was... but first, Jose Juan also arrived there on his mission from Manuel Ordonez. He scouted out the area, eventually going around back to observe a small gang of vampires and fae getting into a limousine with a human woman inside, a human woman who matched the description of the one Briggs is looking for. Briggs and Jose Juan figured out they had a mutual friend, so after a brief call to Nike, they made their way to meet up. Outside of the Basic Witch tea shop, Jose Juan manages to resist his transformation for now. And that's where we're going to pick up inside the tea shop, nearing midnight, right after these song lyrics. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. So, all of our characters are for the first time united. In the Basic Witch tea shop, Briggs and Evelyn have just shaken hands, and Briggs, I think, along with Evelyn, both of them know what's up with the other pretty much off the bat. We're going to pick up right there. What do you do?
Evelyn just smiles and shakes his hand, tries to keep it. She knows that he knows, that he knows that she knows that whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just giving him a bit of a smile and a look to know to him that they both, I say have an understanding. I don't think there's an understanding, but they know each other.
I think this is probably not the first time that dealing with Nike has led Briggs to meet some less than savory characters, but he's not making that judgment directly about Evelyn so far, but because her demeanor comes off as very pleasant, and he's not like nothing jumps out to him, I would say, about her like at face value. I mean, he's not trying to trying to read her mind or anything stupid like that, you know. Like at face value, he's not getting anything like bad from her, but he knows like what she is, or at least like alludes in his brain to what she is. Like he kind of gets that sense. But like I said, it's not the first time dealing with Nike that he's led to being in the company of some people that back when he was like full-fledged hunter, like he would literally just pull out his gun and start shooting, you know.
Right.
So he just
age has tempered Briggs, I feel like a bit.
He pulls his hand back and kind of was like, and and he turns back to Jose Juan and like just to see him just to see how he's dealing with all of this.
I'm looking between the two of you, going back and forth between Evelyn and Briggs, and I think this will be okay. He's completely oblivious of what is happening right now.
And he's just like, I think last time he said nice to meet you. Briggs said night, like basically charmed or something like that. So then Briggs is gonna slowly turn, like give kind of one of those old man groan, like kind of weird sounds, like, and just kind of shuffle over toward Nike. And he said, and he looks over at Jose and he's like, "Don't touch anything." And then he walks over to toward Nike, just like this big stomping boots. What kind of like floor and like decor is in the shop? Can you explain it a little bit better?
Yeah, totally. It is hardwood floors. First of all, it is a 2-story building. There are like no basements in New Orleans for obvious reasons, because it's below sea level. I mean, New Acadia. It's very much kind of artsy, new agey, exposed brick, pretty long windows. Again, it's like that shotgun house style where it's thin but long. Kind of, you've got herbs around, lots of ingredients for tea, crystals, but they don't look like, it doesn't look like a tourist shop that you might see in the quarter. It's definitely more serious than that.
All right, well, the Briggs is kind of just looking around, getting a lay of like the building that he's in. Walks over to Nike and basically says, "Figured you more for a coffee drinker. So what the hell are we doing here, Nike?"
Briggs coffee is like, oh my god, what is it in that book? Unicorn blood, was it, I think? You live a half-life, a cursed life, until whenever the moment touches your lips, and I prefer not to be reliant on things, personally.
Una snorts at the reference you just made, because they're a little younger than you. They're probably younger than maybe everyone but Jose Juan.
Yeah. Yep. And then I keep... also, I'm not drinking the tea right now, currently, and we're on business.
And what is that business exactly, if you don't mind explaining it to me?
Somewhere in the vicinity of this tea shop has a revenant, ghost, specter, haunt, spoopy, whatever you want to call it, has taken up some sort of residence in the vicinity of this tea shop. And it happens to be of somebody who was an associate of mine at one point, who I didn't know what had happened to them, and apparently now have found out. And we are going to try... I'm going to try to get some answers.
So you brought me all the way over here for a seance. Are we going to pull out the Ouija board next?
Ouija.
Yes, Briggs, we're pulling out the squeegee board. Mostly what I need for you to do is make sure nobody interrupts.
So you don't mind if I wait outside?
You can wait outside on the curb, you can wait across the street, as long as you can take care of any problems going on. Your choice.
All right, I'm going to step outside and have a smoke, and whenever you get a chance, I need you to come and have a word with me about our business. And I kind of give him a look, like that old man eye.
Nike gives you back a very bad imitation of the old man eye, just to prove a point of how ridiculous you look, but then nods.
Then he's kind of gives him the look like, what are you doing?
Awesome. Okay.
And then just stomps slowly back over toward the front door. And he kind of looks over at Jose Juan, or looks down at Jose Juan, like gives him a kind of exacerbated look, like where he's about to he looks like he's about to explain like what to do or like why they're there, and he's like, and just goes out to the front door, like he doesn't quite go all the way outside. He's just kind of back against where the front door is, and it's doors kind of open. And he's just smoking a cigarette, listening to what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So before we go outside to Briggs, Una kind of checks they check their phone. It's getting kind of close. Is everyone here participating?
Nike is, for the most part, pretending Jose Juan doesn't exist currently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, well, she is, and points to Evelyn.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I was mostly concerned about your friend who went outside. He doesn't strike me as very connected on a spiritual level to anything.
Oh, no. Briggs is here to, just in case, because I like to take precautions. Briggs is here to connect anybody who likes to get nosy or interfere with the business end of a gun.
Great. What about this young man? Hi there, Una.
The Briggs shouts back, he is with me. Don't pay him no mind.
So, Jose Juan, I guess he would be in front of Evelyn and trying to start up a conversation. But I would guess that at that very moment, he hears the voice. I turn around and I see this person, this young person sitting across the tea shop. And my demeanor changes. And like, ay, cabrón. I know who you are. You're Nicolas. I remember you. What are you doing here, huh?
Business. What are you doing here? So I assume tagging along with Briggs at this point?
He tries to put his most serious look, which is very childish. He's trying to be like a grown man. And well, as a matter of fact, I'm here. I'm here also for business.
What business is that?
The important kind. Right, Mr. Briggs?
Huh?
The door's still open.
Huh?
I will say Evelyn is looking back and forth at the whole conversation, looking at how people are reacting, especially when Briggs... Did you come back in the store just to say that Jose Juan's with you and to leave him out of it, or...
No, I figured like the door's like ajar, like I mean, like it's open a little bit, and like
Feels like
I
a
should have
shoulder in a drawer,
reopened
yeah.
it to be like, no. Yeah, I think Evelyn watches the interaction. She does step maybe to the side of Jose because she does know him and sees him as a friend, but
I whisper to Evelyn, Señorita Evelyn, he's a bad man. I don't like him.
Oh,
I can
it's
hear
okay.
you know.
I don't like him either.
Oh, okay. So
These are your friends?
Yes.
Nike? No, I feel like you're friends with everyone. I'm talking to Nike over here.
Did I say? I don't think at any point I said friends. I think pretty sure I said.
I
people
guess I
meet
just
at some
assumed
point.
you might call it friends.
he sure as hell ain't my friend.
Noted.
And like Nike just kind of looks at Una like, and then, like,
okay, well,
they are people who I trust to be competent at certain things. That's about it.
Really? Okay. I stand back and just. Are you, Evelyn? Are you sitting at a table or something?
She stood next to you because she just said hello to Briggs, who left and seems to keep poking his head back in. So she sort of stood, so I guess in the middle, so that she can see Briggs and Nike more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So I turn back to you and sorry about that, Señorita Evelyn. Were you having a tea here?
I did enjoy one of their, she looks over at the delightful tea that they do have here. However, I have been called here by, and she sort of gestures over to Nike.
And I turn back to him like, you bastard.
You bastard.
Jose Juan is look, he just tried to resist right in the middle of the night, the transformation. Then he enters into this tea shop and finds a good friend of him. Well, at least that's what he can tell because he doesn't have too many friends in the city. So he's turned between this anxious feeling of trying to not punch him in the face, but also be just educated with the lady. So it's like strings pulling apart. He feels torn. And you can see him that he's quite stressed.
Una kind of steps closer to Nike and is just like, do you have any friends?
The roast of Nike.
Nice. And Nike just goes, no, don't need him for this one. Not here
I'm
in the
just
city.
wondering if it. Oh. Is the person we're trying to contact a friend of yours, though?
Nike just shrugs.
All right. Oh, did you send for those materials I requested?
Yep. This should be here in an hour or two.
Okay, then. We can go on back. Come on, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna shut my front door because as much as I trust your friends, we are in New Acadia at night. So they shut the door and flip to the closed sign.
Yeah, but Briggs comes back in. He puts out a cigarette. He comes back in when she closes the door, and he's just kind of like just sticking close to Jose Juan, making sure like he doesn't like as he realizes that he brought Jose in with him, so he doesn't want like he obviously can tell there's tension between him and Nike, but he doesn't give a shit because he's an old man. You know what I mean? But he's just basically just like keeping an eye on him. Other than that, he's just gonna relax.
Yeah.
So he sits down very heavily into a nearby chair and makes a really big, loud, squeaky sound because he's a big old man, and then just gives a.
Please tell me it's a rocking chair.
Sure.
It's like an old style
He finds
rocker.
the one rocking chair in the
Angrily
whole store.
rocking from the corner. Angrily rocking.
Perfect.
It's
great.
slightly too small for him, so his knees come up about like the waist,
nice.
and he's
Just
just like
hunch it and squish into this chair. Yeah, that's
Nice.
great. I love that.
All right. So the three of you accompany Una farther back. They have. It's not really a side room. It's like an area past their bedroom, almost like if you went any further, you'd go out on the back porch. Kind of. There's a little porch/patio out there, but they draw the curtains and start lighting candles, and then begin drawing kind of a symbol on the floor that probably Evelyn and Nike recognize. It's a basic kind of summoning thing. Very like nothing sinister about it. It's just a kind of welcoming, drawing in symbol, and the accompanying candle colors and crystals. All of that is what it's for. And they're going to sit in the middle. Okay, now the three of you come on, and well, since there are three, that'll work all right. Two of you there, and then one of you behind me.
Evelyn sort of just moves to the position that is indicated to her, hands sort of behind her back, as she just tries to take the full surroundings in, but she just stands there very upright and waits.
Nike probably takes the one that's like behind her, I think. It's the one where you can see everything too.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess Briggs is just like nearby, like somewhere, maybe leaning against the wall somewhere.
You can probably, if you wanted to stay in the front room, you could see down the hall to them.
Briggs like drags the rocking chair over, like.
Glaring from
But
his chair.
yeah, you can position yourself anywhere you like, and you can position yourself where you could see them, or you could go to the back room, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, it's just like he's just like nearby, maybe like just again like right outside like the little walkway or doorway, like just enough to just so he can see the front door but hear what's going, and then look over his shoulder to see what's going on if he wants to.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. All right. So Una looks around at all of you. Now, you might see something. You might not. Sometimes it just kind of like a speaker, right? Sometimes I'll just talk for them. It's not really me, but if you want it to last, it's best not to move around or make a lot of noise. Try to keep calm if you can. And hopefully this... Well, we'll just see how it goes. And they...
Off to a confident start.
Do you say that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Wow. They close their eyes and kind of start breathing. It's not really... At first, they're very long, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And after... I mean, they maintain that for minutes. Nothing much really happens until all of you at the same time feel a breeze in the room. Now the back door is screened. Maybe it's a breeze from outside, but who knows? And all of the candles flicker. Una starts to hyperventilate. It sounds very shallow, and you can see all of their kind of muscles. They're a very slight person, but you can see kind of all their muscles going with this almost like contractions until their head falls all the way back, their eyes open, and I think Nike, you can see this best being behind them. Their eyes are clouded over white, and their mouth is just hanging open. It's a very kind of... I think even for Nike, and who's probably been to a seance before, this doesn't look like, there are no trappings here. Her back looks like it's contorting towards you. And I think I would like all of you to maybe make a keep your cool roll, except for Briggs, who is not like right up in it. Mm-hmm.
Garbage.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Jose Juan is the shit, dude.
We got the whole gamut in here. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I just realized? There
what?
isn't an EXP bar on this Roll20 sheet.
Well, an XP?
Yeah.
It's because the only method of advancement is marking your factions, so that's why I make sure to do that.
Okay.
So, Evelyn, tell me what you're worried about, what you're worried might happen in this situation.
She has a moment as she's watching this. She's not too sure, because I haven't met this person before, so I don't know how well they contain what they do. And there's two things probably she's worried about. One is that she doesn't know how this person is going to react if they, like as I said, as they contain it, and she doesn't want to have to deal with it, especially in front of Jose, purely because she likes to keep the demeanor that she is a nice person. And she is a nice person, but she doesn't like to have to show the other side of it in case.
So I think I was kind of keeping this kind of as a group role in mind. So I think what it's going to cost you to keep that is to kind of adapt Jose Juan's energy, and you both probably are going to have to reach out to Nike, because Nike, I think you're losing your cool a bit. This is not like, maybe more professional, maybe a little more pageantry that you're used to with some of the seances you've seen. This is looking painful, and like this person might be hurt, and I think it's just like very not what you're used to.
Yeah, I think because I think Nike doesn't necessarily care about Una's well-being so much. I think Nike's more concerned it's going to fail. So Nike's more like, is that normal? Do we have to Nike is asking questions, which is odd.
I think Evelyn looks at him and is like, quiet and keep your cool, otherwise you're just going to create more problems.
Nike like turns like slowly look at them and just kind of like makes like a head tilt towards like Spasmy McBack over there, and it's just like, seriously? Okay.
She probably shoots you a look, but it's a very professional look. If anything, it's not kind, but it's not aggressive.
Sure.
She's more like, I need you to
So
keep your cool.
You like
don't make me come over there.
You paid me things to come over here to tell you what to do. Stop arguing.
Yeah, don't ruin it, sort of thing.
All right. So Una continues on, and for a while, again, they don't move. Their mouth is still open, though. Their eyes are still clouded over. And after a few more minutes, you all feel a chill run up your back. Involuntarily. The door kind of flutters open for a second, as screen doors are wont to do. And then Una doesn't move, but they begin to speak, though it doesn't, I mean, it's their voice, but it doesn't sound like their cadence.
Is she literally moving her mouth? Or is just sound coming out of?
They're moving their mouth, they're still kind of backwards, and it's just, it looks pained. It looks painful for them. And the first words you hear are, hello?
Nike like looks at Evelyn and is like mouths, do we talk now?
She sort of looks over at him like, I thought you wanted to talk to it.
Like, do I do it now? It's like, now is that can I talk now? Because before you were like quiet.
You're gonna leave them hanging?
Okay. Yeah, hi.
She looks at him, she's like, be polite.
Hello.
Do I know you?
If I knew your name, maybe I could tell you that.
I can't remember.
What do you remember?
At this point, as you're engaging this being in conversation, you start to see Una, her eyes shimmer in that same shimmer that you saw outside of the tea shop.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I?
You're in the Basic Witch. It's a tea shop in New Acadia.
You see Una's body. Again, they don't look like they're in control of it. Take a big sniff of the air. Tea. I remember the smell of tea.
And Nike looks at Evelyn like, okay, where the fuck do I go from here? That's not, now what?
She looks over at you again. Like, I thought you wanted to ask it some questions.
I don't even know if it's the right one.
Well, ask the questions, and if they can answer them, then... I thought this was your thing.
No, trading things for money is my thing.
Well, then why are we here?
Because I thought that was your thing. And then
I don't just do this at the weekends.
Nike?
Yep, that's me. Is that name familiar?
Your voice.
If I keep talking, is that going to help you remember?
You sound different.
Different how?
Too nice.
Oh, well, fuck you.
Can I laugh?
I-
Like
I
a
snort.
quiet chuckle.
I actually snort and laugh.
So Nike, like, everyone giggles, and Nike's like, oh, well, fuck you, be polite, my ass. And then goes like, all right, look, motherfucker, like, you're a ghost, evidently, and as far as I know, you were somebody that I knew. So if this makes you help your memory, fine, here I am.
I'm a ghost?
Well, you're in a body right now, details, but, like, semantics point is, you're something, not a person, by a strict definition.
But I'm in a body. And
Yes.
you see Una's body
Yep.
shoot up.
Okay, well, number one, bodies don't... stop that. Bodies don't do that. Don't do that.
And their head, like, turns back towards you, because...
Yep.
A little too far.
This person is being very nice and letting you, like live here for a second, so if you could calm the fuck down, that would be great.
I remember the smell of tea and blood. My blood.
Did you die in a tea shop? Is that what we're at now?
I don't think so. Maybe
Okay. Well,
near. I feel... And again, their head kind of twists towards yours. Not enough to, like, hurt it majorly, but maybe strain it.
yeah, it's gonna be like a bit of a crick.
Yeah.
Later. Yeah.
Kind of gestures to the back door.
Can you see things currently?
Yes.
Okay, fucking. And then Nike looks at me like, if I break this circle, is this going to cause a problem, or can they move? That's why I'm asking Evelyn, because Nike doesn't fucking know.
Is there anything specific here? Would it be something Evelyn knows? Like, would it break the connection, or is it like a Ouija board where it's like, yeah, don't go before you say goodbye kind of thing?
Una did tell y'all not to move around.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
I thought Una said no.
So,
Damn it.
okay, cool. So he's like, all right, can't move. Hey, Briggs. You still have that phone I gave you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one with the camera that you said wasn't necessary?
Reaches like into his big old long coat into one of the many hidden pockets he has.
Yeah.
Pulls out the phone, the actual really, really nice smartphone that he gave him a long time ago.
Yeah, he never uses. Yeah.
Turns it on, just like waiting for a second. He's trying to do the thing. He's trying to remember the unlock code is. He's like, I got it right here.
Cool. I can't move. Could you go to the back door, take a picture of the outside, and then send it to me so I can show the ghost in the body?
Stomps over to the back door, toward the screen, like slowly, like elbows the door open. I'm guessing this is like the back of the store. This was like an alley, maybe trash cans, things like that. It's pretty dark out there this time of night.
Yeah.
It gives it a really good look over, like trying to. He's not just like looking left and right. He's actually looking around, looking in the corners, looking into the darkness, seeing if he sees any kind of movement, any kind of anything out there. Being very cautious.
Yeah. For now, nothing really catches your eye. There seems to be kind of a place where the fence looks a bit kind of pushed in, or like there are splinters, like maybe something was shoved against it. But that's really the only thing that.
Is there any kind of role I can do to investigate the area?
I would let you investigate a place of power.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could either do it with. Yeah, Una's in the power faction, so I'd let you roll with power. Hello, we're back. So, if you missed anything, we are in the middle of a seance with an old friend of Nike's, and Briggs has been sent out back to kind of look around because this spirit implied that they were murdered nearby. And Briggs just rolled investigate a place of power and had a partial success, so he sees through the surface to the reality underneath, and oh boy, it's a doozy. So, as I said, this alley smells of blood, not necessarily fresh, but like an old smell, and your hunter senses just immediately kind of hone in on that. There's also something, it's like, even though you weren't there, it's like the shimmer that was present outside when Nike saw it, but it's like almost like a wall of glass, like down this alley. And the alley goes to basically a dead end, but you can almost see it in this moment. You're not sure if it's because of the power that's happening with the seance, but you key into it, and the word that strikes you is thin. Like this place is thin. Like it's maybe not a crack, but like there's something maybe on the other side, not visible.
Kind of like the border between like the other world and the real world is like
yes.
like right there.
That.
Like they're almost touching like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure Briggs has maybe seen something like this before in his life, maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
And so what he's gonna do, he's gonna go over to where he sees the blood, or he smells the blood, he senses the blood. He can take a very close look and maybe see what he can deduce, maybe see if somebody was murdered here, see if like how much blood was spilled, maybe just get a better sense of like maybe they were carried off in a certain direction, if you could find any kind of evidence, maybe a weapon or any kind of like movement, like a tracking almost.
Yeah. I think the main thing you sense is like that it's difficult. You think just with everything you're kind of piecing together that there has been a lot of death down this alley. And I mean, there are it ends in a dead end. It's not like there are other houses on the sides of it. It's not like it's just Una's alley or anything like that. But you don't get a particular direction. It's conflicting. It's like you feel like a lot of people have died here. You smell the blood, but you would think that if, a bunch of people were found dead here, you would have heard about this place. And it's like not connecting there. Like, doesn't make sense that you wouldn't know about this place if as much death has happened here as you're sensing. I mean, and it also feels old, powerful.
So does it seem like people were executed here, murdered here? Do I get the sense that maybe it's like some kind of sacrifice or feeding ground?
Why don't you, I think if you want to learn a little more in this sense, I'd roll Let It Out to really kind of hone in on the like like the spirit energy of this place.
So spirit let it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
All right, go ahead and mark a corruption.
Okay.
Okay. As you concentrate and kind of go to expand your senses, I'm going to tell you, you get like mentally and physically bitch slapped. Like to where you have to take a step back. Something just kept you. You feel a presence here that is not at this time letting you investigate any further into it. You see the shimmer kind of start to fade from your vision. You think it's probably still there, but you're losing sight of it.
So I'll take out the phone, I guess, and just kind of like try to get a picture, fumble around with how the phone camera actually works for a second because I'm an old man.
Yeah.
And try to get a picture of what maybe I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And then I'll forward it to Nike.
Mm-hmm.
Fumble with that for a second too because I'm not sure.
Nike, the ding of his phone sort of slowly pulls it out of his breast pocket, looks at the picture, and then just leans towards the door and goes, "Briggs, turn on the flash!"
Turn it on. Try again.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's a much better picture.
It is a much better picture of a fucking fence. Okay. And Nike's sort of like, well, does this look familiar? And holds up a picture of a fence, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's no response.
I get near to Evelyn and whisper to her, is this another one of his scams?
No, I think he's just as confused as we are on this one. As she sort of watches him, is watching Nike and Briggs. I don't really know what this double up is, but Evelyn is watching with probably a little bit of concern, but also really weird intrigue, seeing how these two react with each other more than anything. She will sort of look towards Jose for a moment, but I think it's more she sensed that earlier he had a shorter temper and she knows that's not his norm.
Mm-hmm.
More just to see where he is at right now.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, just for fun, I think enough time has passed, Jose Juan, that you need to make another kind of resist roll.
Okay.
My bad.
It's okay.
Thanks for the reminder.
Okay.
So that's we decided to let it out, I think, or keep your cool. Either one works. They're both spirit.
All right. Just before that, I just look around. So we are in a patio, you said, right?
You're kind of in the back room that leads to the patio. Briggs is out in the patio to the alley.
So Jose Juan just starts looking around, and he stares at Nicholas, and he said, "Hey, cabron, you're not stealing another figurine, right? Not another statue, right?"
You want to now? You want to do this now? Really?
I mean, I'm just making sure.
No.
Because you are on the trade. Not. You're trading. Yes?
Jose, do you see a fucking statue I would steal in here?
I don't know, unless you've already taken it.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. No, I'm not.
All right. Te estoy viendo, cabrón. I'm watching you, okay?
I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, okay, now you're going to translate. Great, fine. You can just send whatever.
So I'll roll keep my cool or let it out.
Works. Either one works for this.
Okay.
Nah, roll let it out, because I'm going to give you a correct.
Let it out?
Yeah.
Okay, very well, Lauren.
Okay. Nice. So you mark corruption and choose one. I feel like last time we did take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed. because it was about you repressing this.
Yes.
So you managed to keep it in, but it is getting more difficult. Like, the conversation with Nike isn't helping. This weird person in front of you.
Not at all.
None
Not
of this
at
is
all.
helping. Like, the incense in here.
Okay. I mean, I would normally feel when I am about to succumb to this.
Yeah.
I'm getting very near.
Yeah, you're getting close, but you're still in control.
Do I see this? Is it like evident?
I mean, I would say his demeanor's pretty obviously
Yes.
changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I guess, are we close enough together within like reaching range, even though we haven't moved? I think she puts a hand around his wrist and just squeezes it slightly, and it's just like, just breathe. And she sort of looks from him to Briggs for a moment, trying to keep an eye on, because I feel like she's sus that Briggs doesn't know.
Yeah.
I think Briggs comes back in from the back and is just kind of like looking over the room and looks at Evelyn, looks at Jose, and looks at Nike. Nike's probably just like sweating or something at this point, or just maybe just shaking his head, or I'm not sure. But like,
I stare at Evelyn and I look back at Briggs, and literally this just comes out of me. It's like, Senor Briggs, I need to go to the restroom.
Well, I'll take your place.
Now, right now, Senor Briggs.
Sure. At Taco Bell again.
Yes. Maldito Taco Bell. Maldito.
So he takes his chair and I guess he trades places with Jose Juan in the circle. Hopefully it doesn't disrupt anything.
I desperately try to find out the restroom.
Yeah. Okay.
And I
you
get
can
in
do
and
that.
lock myself in.
Okay. So Jose Juan has locked himself in. Briggs has taken his place in the circle. A couple things happen all at once. Una, again, they were kind of upright and talking pretty calmly, and now their back falls back again. But their head is kind of facing towards Briggs, and again, it's still Una's voice, but it takes on a completely different timbre, right? And their eyes look over at Briggs. They're still clouded, still shimmery, and this time it's Briggs, you son of a bitch.
Evelyn does that look over towards Briggs, like, what did you do?
So Briggs sits down and then he just like looks over really like slowly. Who is that?
You don't recognize my voice?
Okay, I can't put a face to a name.
A voice?
Put a voice to a name?
I think, yeah, absolutely. Mortality.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what most people know about them, and you do know them. This sounds like someone you lost a long time ago.
Like how long?
Like more like when you were a teenager.
Oh wow, long time ago.
It was somebody who trained with you as a hunter, who was lost in. I mean, you know that he's long dead. His name was Jebediah. Jeb.
And I just know he was a hunter. Well, like he died when he was younger, maybe like in his prime. Like
yeah,
maybe...
he was a little older than you, kind of like an older brother figure. And he died while you were out on a mission.
Is this the same person that we were just talking to a second ago, or were they replaced?
No, it does not sound like them at all.
Okay.
Nike looked a little annoyed, as if someone had just butted into his fucking conference call.
Yeah.
But the minute like they turned to Briggs, Nike's like, I'm sorry. Is it new information time? Ooh, I'm in. Everyone's had enough of my dirty laundry. Now it's time for Briggs' dirty laundry. Yes, good.
Jeb, is that you?
Fuck yeah, it's me. Who the fuck else would want to talk to your sorry ass?
What the hell are you doing here?
It was open.
So you decided now of all times to have a word with me? I'm with clientele here, Jeb.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking dead, Briggs.
You sure the fuck are dead. I mean, how long has it been? 40 years?
About
Jesus
50.
Christ.
Getting up there, getting up there.
It is getting up there. I tell you what. I'll talk to the Padre back at home. Maybe we can have another conversation very soon. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Jeb, you're butting into some business that you don't need to be sticking your nose into right now. So maybe go back to where you came from for a little bit, and I'll talk to you later, buddy.
But Briggs, this body's so spacious. There are a lot of people trying to get up in here.
Well, while you're in there, why don't you tell me what the hell's going on around here? If you can suss anything out.
Oh, you don't know?
Does it look like I know?
It never looks like you know. And as the body takes another inhale, you see the eyes shift and like Una's body contort, and the first voice is back. Nike.
Yeah.
I'm still out there. It sounds like this person is really struggling now. Una, their face is like getting really red and like sweating profusely.
No, fucking fine.
Hold on. Maybe my friend can help. Maybe my friend can help them, bring them forward a little. Jeb, you still hear me?
The face kind of twists back towards you. Yeah, I'm still in here. Not often I get a body. You smell terrible. Except you.
I'm getting
switches
old,
over
right?
to Evelyn. You smell nice.
She just sort of gives him a little bit of a wink and smiles, but we'll leave it at that.
Jeb, listen to me, you surly son of a bitch. All right, we got a friend we're trying to talk to. I need you to help me nudge him forward a little bit. If you can do that for me.
What's in it for me?
I told you I'll talk to you later, and I'll give you all the time you want. We can reminisce about the good old days.
Make a persuade an NPC roll.
That's heart, right?
Uh-huh.
No, okay. Here we go.
Nice. On 7 to 9, they modify the terms or demand a debt. All right, you're gonna owe me one. And Briggs, if you fuck me over, I'll haunt your ass till the day you die.
Join the club.
And Briggs, you see kind of that energy, that whatever it is, leave Una's body as the first voice comes forward again. I don't like that one. He's always hanging around here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're also always hanging around here, apparently, so, you know.
Well, I guess he did die here first.
Okay, do you recognize this fucking fence, I guess? Thanks, Briggs.
I think I was meeting someone. They wanted to meet near that. I remember looking at it.
Is this a business meeting?
I think so.
Okay. Do you remember anything about the person you were meeting?
No, they didn't. They didn't have a name.
Everyone has a name, even if it's one they pick for themselves.
I can't remember.
What do you remember?
I remember coming here and talking or waiting. And no, we talked. We made the deal, and I turned to go, and my head, I was thrown or slammed.
Okay.
But then I got up. Nike, I saw myself get up, but it wasn't me. How long has it been?
Fuck, how long did I say it was?
Up to you.
It's been a couple years. I'm running what you left behind now, I guess.
Do you remember my name? I think they took that too.
I do. If they took your name, I can find you.
I think I'm going to have to go away soon.
Ask her what they look like.
I don't need to know what they look like. I don't need to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like you used to say, everybody gets time up at some point.
Help me stay.
Let's see if I can track down your body, and then we'll see if that is a thing that I can do. And Nike says that with like zero confidence whatsoever.
Mm. Maybe could I just stay here till you find me?
I mean, nobody seems to have had a problem with it so far, necessarily.
No,
But,
here, and Una's body kind of turns again to face you.
Okay, well, that would require me to pay them a lot. Do you have to be in control all the time to stay in a body? And this question is half directed at the person he's talking to and half directed to Evelyn.
Would I know that? I know I deal with souls and stuff, but would I know?
Right. I think that makes sense. She probably could not stay in Una's body while Una was still using it.
I was gonna say, Evelyn sort of looks towards Nike as like it's one space, it's one voice. It can't be occupied by both.
Does it have to be alive?
You planning on doing something else untoward?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard stories of attaching a soul to an inanimate object before.
Oh, then I can do that easy.
It's more, do you want the repercussions that could come with it?
Yep.
She raises an eyebrow. I'm not digging anything up for you.
You don't need to. And Nike sort of pulls. Nike kind of says, "Can we bind them to something?"
You probably could. The person who's going to know how to best do that is the person who currently can't talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nike says, "Well, I would happily do that. So you can't stay in this body, but I have something you can stay in that belonged to you, if you'd like to stay a bit closer."
What?
And Nike sort of pulls the lapel of their jacket over to show the little mail that they're wearing, which was a piece that Ray used to wear when they were doing the business that they left behind at some point before Nike last saw them. And says, "Well, you left this for me, and it's the first thing I started. So it's the first piece of what we started. So."
There's a big intake of breath from Una's body. And at this moment, Jose Juan
is in the bathroom.
Is in the bathroom, holding on for dear life.
Locked in and
the room with the toilet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just I'll give you there's a window here if you want to use it.
Before I jump out and let myself free, I will use my shitty cell phone and I'll send messages back to Manuel in Spanish, and I'll I can whisper back to you what I'll be texting over.
Okay.
How bad do I feel? Do I feel I still got enough control, or
you probably have you definitely don't have an hour of control left to you. You know, you might have enough time to get a few blocks away if you really pushed it. But you're also you're not in your territory. You're in a very urban part of the city.
I know. Yes.
Yeah. You might pass for a dog. Maybe.
True. Like a stray dog.
Mm-hmm.
I have done that before, not here, but
yeah.
Now, you told me about the blue bar being the in an intersection between the different factions in New Acadia.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know this place because we were, the driver, Nike's driver was the one who dropped us here.
Yeah.
Do I know more or less where am I, or I'm completely clueless?
You're uptown. You're in the more posh part of the city, really, kind of the hipstery, antique stores, area of town.
Okay. Way too far away from my barrio.
Oh, so you're so far away. You're not too far away from Manuel's area of town, though. Might be more conspicuous over there because he lives in the central business district, but there are probably people there who know about wolves. That's definitely closer to you, or you could literally run to the river because you're really close to the river too.
Is the river, does it have any green enclosures or something that I can use, or it's completely built up like a canal?
Right. I mean, there's a lot of levees, but there's lots of shadows. There are bridges. That'll definitely give you more cover.
You're putting this on a difficult choice.
Yeah. That's what this whole game is about.
All right. So, would I know how to get back to Manuel from here?
Yeah.
By myself?
Yeah, I think you could figure it out.
All right. I'll try to do that then. I finished sending over the text back to Manuel, and I finish with one that says, "Voy para allá. I'm coming over."
Okay.
I get out of the restroom.
Okay.
And
You
I
going
just
out
start.
the window? Or are you going back through the hall?
No, I'm going back through the hall. Yeah.
Okay.
I open the door and I just start speaking Spanish, like gibberish, like, hey, disculpe, pero me tengo que ir, me siento muy mal, ya no puedo estar aquí, la verdad es que ese Taco Bell fue terrible. Señor Briggs, lo siento muchísimo, pero me tengo que retirar, los estamos viendo. Evelyn, encantado de verte, mi señorita, pero me tengo que ir. And just dart away, I dart out of the shop.
Great. So as you're doing this, as Nike is showing the mail, that's when Briggs, I think you, Jose Juan, and Evelyn notice this before Nike does, even though Nike's actually the closest. This overwhelming stench wafts in through the screen door to the back. It is the smell of death and decay. And all my supernaturals and hunters pick up on this first.
Like, it's really strong?
Yeah, you probably get it first, even though you're the farthest away from it. You get it first.
I think Evelyn's nose sort of screws up a little bit as she smells it, and it's definitely evident on her face, and she looks towards Briggs, knowing what Briggs is, to see if he picks up on it as well, that she's not just picking this up in this like seance type thing. She looks a very pointed look to see if he acknowledges it as well.
So is this something that's like probably coming from something physical, or is it like
Physical?
Okay, so Briggs is just gonna basically say, wrap this up, Nike, something's out there.
I just freeze and just take a look back and just yell, that was not me, guys.
And I'm gonna Briggs is gonna look back, point a very stern finger at Jose Juan. Don't move a muscle.
I think Evelyn is turning towards the screen door.
Yeah.
Just to watch it. She's looking for any movement. It could be a bug land on the screen. She's gonna
Yeah, absolutely. With your eyes, your demon eyes, you see first shadows like coming. So if the alley goes straight back in dead ends, but there are like branches going off it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see shadows like moving across those walls, slow, shambling shadows.
And she looks back at Briggs and says, we need to move now.
Nike.
And when the minute Nike first says, like, Briggs first says, Nike, wrap it up, Nike turns to, like, Una's body, I guess, and she goes, get out of the body, we need to keep it safe, you're not, like, the more you stay here, the better to go. I will find you later, we will put you in the mail, I guess. Yeah. But I need that person you're in alive to do it.
Okay. Una's body, collapses to the ground, their eyes shut, and all the candles in the house go out. At this point, what do you do?
Go ahead. So Briggs stands up, draws his shotgun, says, Jose Juan, get the girl, get Una, let's go. Like, he basically says, pick her up, we're moving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm completely frozen. I'm trying to make the choice. Like, I know I should run out of there. Like, there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But Senor Briggs and his commanding voice. Puta madre. I go back and pick her up.
Okay, so you pick them up, and they're basically like dead weight in your hands. They're alive, they're breathing, but obviously exhausted by having multiple spirits in them, and just the physical exhaustion of it too. Briggs has a shotgun out. Evelyn, what are you doing?
Evelyn is currently watching the door. She's backing away. She wouldn't move until the disconnection, effectively. She wants to get behind Briggs, if anything. One, because she's pretty sure Briggs is going to be a front line for something, and two, if he fires, she doesn't want to be in the accidental line of everything, but she is backing right up. Her eyes are probably flashing that sort of yellow and gold as she's just darting about, trying to watch where every angle these shadows are coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I'm like the first line of defense against whatever's coming, I'm gonna kind of describe like what the position I'm gonna put my character in. So they're coming from the back, right? Whatever's coming is coming from the back.
Yeah.
So Briggs goes out over there, puts himself between the back door and everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts over to Nike, tell the car to pull around front. Is
Nike
there
already
everybody?
like has like the phone out and is already like texting.
Nice.
So Briggs has the gun, has the double barrels pointed toward the back door, and expecting everyone to head out toward the front behind him while he's waiting for the last person to go. And he's like, "Follow them, Jose Juan. Let's get out of here."
I will say, Evelyn sort of stands right by Briggs's shoulder for a moment as she's watching these shadows, and she sort of points there, just sort of gesturing, but not trying to do it in a get it now. She's trying to show him exactly what she
like using your senses. Yeah. Awesome.
She's standing behind him, but she won't leave a huge distance because she doesn't know if he can. She knows he can smell it,
right?
She doesn't know if he can see everything.
Yeah, you definitely got to. You with your senses have a better like layout in the dark of like, so you can say like 3 on this side, 2 on that side, basically.
Yeah. If anything, she holds his shoulder. He can probably feel how warm like her hand is and how hot it is, but she's just like 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock, and starts listing it out like the face of a clock so that he knows exactly where everything is, and she'll be backing up and almost taking him with her, but so that he doesn't walk into anything, but at the same time so her eyes are on it as well.
So Briggs is like can kind of sense this, I'm guessing, like how she's like she's like, so you see something I don't see. Well then tell me when to shoot. Let's back out of here.
Okay. And she sort of again guides him with her hand, but the only time she looks away is that dart to just check. It's more actually her hand she's feeling behind her to guide them out.
So slowly backing out, as I'm guessing Nike and Jose Juan has Una, and they're heading toward the front door as fast as possible, and we're just slowly backing toward the front door, ready to fire, literally finger on the trigger, like ready to fire at anything I see. I'm not sure what I see, but I'm obviously Briggs senses something. Yeah.
So as you're all backing up, Colton's ready to go. He's out of the car. He's got the car door open. But from the back, fit. yeah. Nike's got.
I got a nice car.
Good car. You're all fine. But the first figure that you see clearly about when it gets to the porch, Briggs, is you see the decayed walking corpse of Zebediah. He's not talking or anything, but when he reaches that back door, the kind of light outside on the porch starts flickering and you can see that it's him.
Oh, shit. Is he armed?
He doesn't have a weapon in his hands, no.
But he's a big boy, I'm guessing.
he a big boy. He like you. I mean, decayed and younger, but...
So he's obviously an undead. He has no faculties, no soul inside his body.
Yeah, you definitely don't hear the voice or see the personality that was talking to you from within Una.
Okay, I'm not gonna have to make some kind of check to fire my gun at this thing, am I? I'm obviously.
You basically just unleash.
Okay.
You're not gonna miss. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I figured, but I'm probably not within range either. If we're like quite for full damage with my shotgun.
With your shotgun.
So we're just gonna keep backing out. Hopefully this thing isn't running towards us yet.
Not yet.
So, go.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
That's what Briggs says.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay. At this point, Evelyn, you can see two other figures come up behind this other corpse, and you can see they are decayed. They are obviously undead. They are shells of people.
Looking at how Briggs is reacting, he's like, there's at least two more behind your buddy. Just so you're aware.
Well, ain't that just dandy? Let's get the hell out of here. Nike, where's that car?
Nike's like, the car is literally, anyway, and then like looks at Colton, is like, give me my gun. And Colton like goes into the glove compartment, pulls out like an honest to God circa 1600s wheel lock pistol and hands it to Nike.
Good. Yeah, Jose Juan, you can get Una in the car after you make one more. Let it out.
No.
Yeah, no, definitely.
No.
Absolutely.
Please drop the essential plot point character for me and turn into a Cody. I'm so excited. Please, I'm ready.
Okay. Lay it out, right?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, shit! Jose won! All right, so on a 10 plus, you can ignore the corruption, and or you can choose 2 from the list and still take the corruption. So we know one of those is going to be take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed, but you could also take +1 forward on your next roll. That never hurts. But then you would still take the corruption.
I think I feel somewhat vulnerable, exposed now. Extend your senses. No, I'll guess. I'll ignore the corruption at the moment.
Okay, nice. Okay, so whatever it is, Jose Juan, you are pushing through this. This is probably the longest night you've ever gone.
Oh yes,
and you
definitely.
Can hear, you remember the thing that the kind of entity whispered to you on the road. You can hear its voice. Your ears are pumping with blood, but you are gritting your teeth and not transforming while you have this person in your hands.
Okay, that's good. I'm sweating all over, and I put that girl back into the car.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is everybody already there, or?
Nike is near you. Evelyn is backing up. Briggs is backing up, and Briggs and Evelyn, as you're backing up, you see a shimmer pass across all 3 of these creatures' eyes. You can even see it, Briggs, in the dark. And then Zebediah charges.
Evelyn's going, get in the car. And she's almost half trying to drag Briggs back. Enough so that he can fire, but she is now dragging him. It's not a steady back walk.
So I figure we're about to the front door.
Yeah.
So Briggs, what Briggs is gonna do is kind of I'm guessing the car is literally right there.
Yeah.
So he's gonna kind of push Evelyn toward the car, not too much to where she stumbles or anything, but force her toward the car, and just aim right toward the middle and fire. So, and I'm going to unleash
an attack.
And that is on blood, right?
Yes, it's under blood.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Yeah.
So what you can do, your shotgun's high powered, right? So we're already looking at a good amount of harm. And you can either inflict terrible harm or take something from them. So basically you either add another harm, which is a big thing for NPCs. Like 3 harm is a lot usually, or you can take something from them.
Can I take something physical, like a part of their body?
Yes. I think
Can I blow it?
for these in particular, I'm going to say yes because of what they are.
I'm gonna blow his leg right off.
Awesome. Like at the knee?
Right at the knee. Like awesome. Resident Evil 2 remake. Pop, 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 like at the knee. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Boom. And hopefully it trips up the other ones too.
Yeah. So as he starts to charge, you go from aiming kind of center mass and just like badass, like point it down. His leg like cracks. He stumbles this big guy in this little shotgun house tea shop. And the other 2 have started to move, get kind of hung up on him, and you 2 can
just get the hell out. Just slam the door and just get the hell out of there.
Well, now you've created an opportunity, so now you can both roll to escape.
Okay. So
Evelyn's in the back seat with like probably Jose and this body just going, get in the damn car. Oh God, get in the damn car.
You roll escape too, miss.
Oh God, I want to get in the damn car.
Damn it.
I run a lot. Is there a way I can grab Briggs, even if he's fallen down? Can I be dragging him too?
Oh yeah, he's not necessarily falling. It's just the other 2 are getting over Jeb faster than he thought they would. They're a little more agile than him. They're not as large. So you need to pick one. You either suffer harm, you end up in another dangerous situation, you leave something important behind, you owe someone a debt for your escape, or you give into your base nature and mark corruption.
That's me?
No, this is for...
Oh.
This is for Evelyn.
Okay.
Okay. I think she will, in this situation, I can see it more that she's scrabbling now to get to the car, especially if she's trying to drag Briggs with her. I think she drops something. I think she leaves something behind.
What do you leave behind? Do you want me to decide?
I think you should decide, because she's not going to do this on purpose. This is a falling out of the pocket.
Okay. I think with that, So as you're kind of, Briggs was pushing you back and you were trying to get him out. So there's just like a little scuffle that leaves Briggs in kind of a dangerous situation. You drop something, but you are able to move him before these other 2 can get their very nasty hands on him. And you 2 can get outside. Yeah,
when I say I'm dragging him into the car, it's more that where she's holding on to him to pull him along, she's put an arm round his shoulders and sort of fallen back into the car so that she can try and close the door with her foot rather than anything else.
Okay, yeah.
Do we get a look at the creatures, or they just...
You can see a little bit. They're still kind of in the house in the dark.
Okay.
Probably heard a really big boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. You can see like lights turning on like down the street a little bit.
What was that?
And she's like, it doesn't matter. Just put your foot down and drive.
So
we all get in the car?
I assume.
Yeah, you can all get to the car.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Drive, damn it!
Like he's like, don't tell me what to do. And Colton's like already driving. He's like, I know.
All right, and you are all able to head off into the night. And Evelyn, you have lost something kind of important.
I'm gonna say.
You'll find out what that is when you need it.
I was gonna say, I'll leave that. I know it's gonna be bad because I let you choose it. So.
Yeah.
So does Briggs owe any kind of debt to Evelyn now? Because she kind of like pulled him out of that hairy situation.
What do you think, Evelyn?
I think it's I think there's more of a mutual understanding. I think there's a bit of a debt there because normally a hunter would try and kill her. She could have left him.
Yeah.
He's not any kind of hunter though, you know what I mean? He's obviously like an old man who, you know what I mean? He greeted her pretty kindly.
Old man with a shotgun.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a little bit of a softie on the inside though. I mean, come on.
So where's this car headed, Mikey?
I don't know. Someone said drive, and so Colt and I said, "Don't tell my driver what to do," and then told my driver to drive, and so now we're just driving.
Yeah,
So I think, and Nike is used to driving around in circles anyway. I think because that's what Nike does. Nike like stays on the go in cities where they don't have like a specific place to be, and so Nike sort of like takes the like antique fucking firearm, like taps it against the side of the leg and puts it back in the glove compartment and goes, "All right, well, so was that just zombies, or am I just is that the kind of movie we're in now? Is that where we're at?"
Something was going on at that tea shop.
No fucking shit, Sherlock.
You know what I mean. Our friend Una here probably knows more than they're letting on. We need to go someplace safe. We can head to my safe house in the barrio if you want.
I'm imagining Nike sat in front very upright and with his driver, the rest of us literally in a pile up in the back seat.
Pretty much, yeah. Nike is like Nike is like absolutely adjusting the coat now that they have a minute to like sit down and get like presentable again. It's like, all right, well, do you have an address for that, Briggs?
Just head toward the church. I'll tell you where to go once we get there.
All right, to the vague direction of the church, followed by directions from an angry old man with a shotgun. I believe it was.
Colton kind of vaguely nods.
Yeah, and then Nike sort of lean over, like to look back in the car and just goes, "There are seats, you know."
Jose Juan does not look good. Just when you look back there, he does not look good.
No.
Do I know what you are? I don't remember if we figured that out.
I think we discussed it.
I
don't think you do.
I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I don't. It's like, what's up with Choir Boy over there?
Me siento muy mal. I feel very bad.
Evelyn looks back. She's sort of like, I think she's probably trying to get out of this mangled sort of position. She tries to sit upright. She's like, food poisoning.
So at this point,
at Nike.
At this point, Briggs still has his gun out, and he just kind of like, he like his like he's kind of having weird flashbacks right now for a second, like muscle memory takes over. He pops down the barrels, reloads them real quick, flips it back up, makes this very loud like sound to where I'm sure everyone is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, is he gonna shoot again? And then he's looking at his hand, it's shaking a little bit, realizing he just shot the corpse of his friend, you know, that he from so long ago.
Yeah.
And he just puts the shotgun away and leans back in the chair like, drive faster.
And then Nike sort of like looks over from Jose Juan to Briggs and then looks at Evelyn and goes, "What's wrong with him?"
Long day.
Great. All right, well, we'll be at the church in a little bit, so you tell me where to go from there, Briggs.
Okay, so I guess we'll head toward the church, and then we'll kind of make a left and a right, and here and there.
It's gonna take you like, okay, I will tell you, it's gonna take you like 25, maybe 30 minutes to get all the way there from Uptown to New Acadia East. You got to get out of this car, Jose Juan.
I need to.
Yeah.
I just want to check on the girl. Is she okay?
Una?
Is she breathing? Is she?
Yeah, they're breathing a lot more calmly now. As you start to get on the road, their eyes kind of flutter. and they're kind of groggy, not like totally in it yet, but okay. You know, maybe a little bruising on where their neck was like kept being turned.
Okay, but is she awake or is she still?
They're starting to wake up.
Okay. I think she's fine. She's waking up.
Great.
Okay.
Can we stop the car just for a second? I need to get out. Like, I really need to get out.
And he's like, all right, Colton, pull over for a minute.
Yep,
And-
Colton does so.
Where are we when we pull over?
I think along the river headed east.
Are there any like shops or anything close by? Any like a gas station or something? Anything open? How late is it now? Like 9, 10, maybe later than that?
Yeah, it was almost the witching hour when you started the seance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really late. There might be a gas station. It's definitely not a nice one, but there's a gas station if you need to pull over. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Colton pulls the car over. Jose Juan, what do you do?
I opened the car's door, look back to all the people that are in the back of the car. Like my look is a very sincere, like trying to apologize. Like he's very embarrassed of what's going on, but he's really stressed out. And you know, this like a movie scene that a shadow passes through. And you can actually see the Jose Juan's eyes, like a little glimmer on the eyes, like a nocturnal animal that gets flashed.
Yeah.
And I just say, I'm really sorry. I have to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I just close the door and try to run out.
Yeah.
So I'd say Briggs probably steps out of the car just to like get a better look, because like he's kind of like got his senses about him back after a drive. He steps out and he takes a good look down over at Jose Juan, like, you know, freaking out and walking. Is there any kind of like, can I re-roll, figure somebody out or something like that to kind of get a better sense of what's going on, or can I only do that once a day?
No, you can do it. I don't know if figure someone out is going to necessarily,
because Briggs failed miserably on his first one. He probably would already know what he is if he hadn't have failed that first, like that first one on the first that last session.
I think there are some questions that could work as Jose Juan's running away, so if you wanted to roll that, you could.
Let's see. Watch, I'm gonna fail again. Here we go. All right, let's go. Is it gonna work?
First one, the first one.
It was kind of like glitching. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
you're not sure with Jose Juan. He's an interesting character. You can't quite get a beat on him yet.
So I think Briggs is kind of just like lights a cigarette for a second and watches him kind of like shuffle away, maybe toward the gas station or somewhere, and he's just like, strange kid. Gets back in the car.
Nike,
put the cigarette.
Yeah, Nike leans over to look at Colton. Is like, you know anything about that?
You just see him kind of wink at you out of the corner of his eye.
Yeah,
it's a very professional wink.
It's a very professional wink.
Yeah, discreet wink.
All right, we'll talk later.
I think Evelyn sits upright. She watches Jose like run. And she sort of watches to see what direction he goes in, but then she takes Una and sort of sits her upright and leans her on herself.
Yeah.
We should get to that church of yours. And she sort of winces at that, but...
We don't gotta go to the church. We go to my safe house. It's just near the church.
Good to know.
Okay.
Believe me, in current company, I wouldn't subject y'all to that. It's probably the first time he actually says something out loud, like to indicate that he knows what the hell y'all are.
She's like, it's appreciated.
Una seems more awake now. Their eyes are opening up. They definitely seem sore, like immediately start like kneading their neck. What the fuck? Where am I?
In safe hands. To an extent.
What happened?
Zombies.
Okay. Was that it? Did you get your answers?
I got some of them, although you should probably have a talk about with your. I don't know. Are you renting?
Yeah.
Should probably talk to your landlord about the multitude of dead corpses you seem to have outside in your alley.
The fuck?
Was any part of what I just said confusing?
Come on, she just woke up.
Was any part of what I said confusing?
It might be.
Safe to say you won't be serving tea for a little bit.
Get comfy and try to relax a bit, is what they're trying to say nicely.
Zombies happened to your tea shop. A shotgun happened to your tea shop. We all vacated and now we're here. Better?
What happened with the spirit?
Well, they wanted to stick around. I wasn't particularly opposed to that, but it also meant that you weren't going to get your body back, and I tend to try not to resort to bodily kidnapping with possession as a general rule of thumb for clients I've just met.
How considerate of you.
Thank you. I try. So I figured the best way to do it was to have you bind them to something else. If they wanted to do that, they seemed amenable to that, but they needed to leave your body to do that, so they did, and then zombies happened.
Okay, so what kind of zombies?
How
Good
many
question.
varieties do you come into contact with?
In New Acadia, there are a couple.
I see this.
Were they corpses? Were they decayed?
The shambling, corpsey kind of zombies. As she does that, she normally just calls them undead. She hates the term
Right.
zombies because it reminds her too much of video games. And to her, that means horror. That means the what she deems as the not taken seriously kind of ones, whereas undead to her. But yes.
Okay, so not good. No voodoo involved then. That is probably good for us. Means we haven't gotten on anyone's, well, we haven't gotten on one person's bad side. I always count that as good in my profession. So
I think Briggs at this point is just like cracking his knuckles, like he's really pissed off about all of this right now, because he's like gone so far off his trail, his original trail of what he's supposed to be doing, and now he's retreating all the way back. And like I'm sure they left Jose Juan already. They're driving already.
yeah,
obviously.
I think so. Yeah.
And so Briggs is like really trying hard not to like just say something right now, but like he's just like. He probably is gonna say something when they get there, but for now, he's just like like stewing.
So Una was thinking, so someone can raise corpses, and they sent him to the alley or to the shop.
Apparently so.
Whoever that friend of yours is, she must be strong. I feel like I've been beat to shit.
I think Evelyn looks towards Briggs briefly.
And there were like two of them.
2?
Are we talking about possessing
Yeah,
things?
that.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. My friend and then apparently one of Briggs's.
Huh. That's weird. Well, where are we going now? What's happening? Where's that other feller?
He left, got out of the car, and went somewhere else.
Okay.
Ew, I didn't ask.
All right. Well, I guess we're driving.
So, can you do that thing? Can you bind some sort of ghost thing to something that I can carry around?
I ain't messing with any of them. I think you know maybe now why I wanted those objects.
Yeah, I kind of
warding.
figured.
You figured it out with the vibes and whatnot?
Uh-huh. Well, you could have just said voodoo zombies, and
Not
I guess technically
voodoo
non-voodoo,
zombies,
technically.
Not voodoo
so
zombies.
regular zombies. You could have just said regular.
Reanimated corpse. No, reanimated corpses are different from voodoo zombies, and reanimated corpses that infect other corpses are different from just the regular reanimated corpses.
How did you know that? None of us ever mentioned anything about that. Has this been a
About
common
what?
thing about reanimated corpses that infect other things? Nobody mentioned any of that. I don't think we got in
That's
there.
from the fucking movies, bro.
Which fucking one is it then?
I
This
don't
is
know.
like noticeably like growling at as them going back and forth like.
Evelyn is
What?
putting her seatbelt on.
I don't know. This one might be turning into one right now. All he's doing is grunting.
Okay, look, are we talking like on a scale from like Voodoo to like World War Z? Where the fuck are we?
Neither.
Can we go to the safe house now? She sort of definitely sits herself between Una and Briggs.
And
And
Colton
she's
kind of like nods.
He's like, she's put her seatbelt on, but she's
We can
now
drive and
leaning
have a
on the front seat in between Nike and Una. Like, because I'd really like to get there.
Like he's like, sure, we can drive and have a conversation. That's fine. I'd like to know why people didn't tell me they needed anti-undead wards, and were instead like, I need wards against vibes. What the? You know what wards against vibes are gonna do against fucking undead? Nothing.
I haven't seen any fucking undead so far. I just learned about the fucking undead.
So
Okay, well
this-
now I have to get you undead wards because clearly that's not gonna
Great,
fucking help.
Get me the fucking undead wards.
That's
she,
extra
she
money.
sort of puts like her hands on both
Bullshit.
of them, and she's like, "Now this doesn't sound like a conversation. This sounds more like an argument, and I'm getting a headache. It's been too long since I've had my coffee. Can we please get to the safe house? Briggs is getting."
I'm not driving. Colton is.
Scruntled.
We can go. We're going. That doesn't mean I have to stop talking because now I have to figure something out.
You're not talking. You're yelling.
Same difference. Point
Inside
is.
voices.
Inside voices.
Both of you. She holds like a finger up.
Get the finger out of my fucking face.
Put your finger down first.
And Nike says, okay, look, nobody said anything about, you said vibe wards. I got you vibe wards. Now, apparently you have an undead problem. Do you want undead wards? I can get you that too if you fuck around with the ghost and put it in my fucking mail. Not my fucking post mail, I mean, nah.
Roll persuade an NPC.
Roll to fucking shoot them with a wheel lock gun if they don't. Sorry, what?
Or you can certainly try, rather.
I could try.
You're
definitely
literally
do it.
angering Briggs in the back who has like a twitchy trigger finger right now.
Nice!
Fucking nailed it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Fine. Dick.
Maybe be a bit more specific with your fucking problems then next time you order something. Briggs, are you fucking constipated back there? What is going on? All right, fine. I'll throw in a fucking laxative. Jesus.
How close are we in the barrio yet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're about to get into New Acadia East.
Okay. It's just right up here. We should be safe in this neighborhood, and we got a lot to talk about. Nike and your friend here. My business ain't done tonight, and we ain't gonna go to bed, if you know what I mean.
No, I didn't intend to fuck you. What are you talking about?
The only person that's been fucked here tonight is me, Nike, and you know this damn well.
You could have said no, but no, I need a comment. Fuck, look, whatever. We'll get it done.
Evelyn's gone to sitting quietly and looking like in the mirror at Colton. Just like
At this point, Briggs is like, he's kind of like fumbling around in his pockets, and he feels the picture again. And he pulls it out, and he's kind of just like looking at himself, just kind of like thinking in his head, like everything's kind of coming back into perspective. You know what I mean? He's cooling down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
After everything, and he's kind of just like, I'm failing right now. Like, you know, like I ain't as sharp as I used to. He's like not like saying this, but he's thinking just like man, I fucked up. You know? Like. So, maybe Evelyn notices this. I'm not sure.
I was gonna say, I think Evelyn notices. She doesn't necessarily say anything. Like, she's not making a point because it's something she might approach later, but she won't do it in the car with everyone else here.
Mm-hmm.
But she does notice.
Briggs, is that what you're working on?
We'll talk about it when we get there.
Jesus fucking Christ. First, let's do it. Like, he just, like, puts his hand back, like, give me the fucking picture. You want it fast, we gotta do it now. You're in my car.
He, like, just, like, flips it up, like...
Nike takes it, pulls it out, looks at it, and is probably gonna do a thing. I think that's a put a thingy to a face thing.
Put a face to a name?
Put a name to a face. Ha! Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna try. What am I rolling exactly?
Put a face to a name.
For what?
Mortality.
Okay.
It's like, what do you mean? What are you rolling?
I was like, what faction am I rolling? I don't remember. Nope. Fail horribly.
You've never seen her.
Yep. Nike just looks at it and goes, no fucking clue, and hands it back.
Had to do with the license plate I told you to look up, which you still haven't told me whether or not you found anything on that yet.
Oh yeah, good point. And like he like pulls out his phone and dials.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That thing we did that we definitely didn't forget about till just this second. Yeah.
Vivian.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Hi.
Hey, did you do the thing? Yeah, did you do the thing?
Which thing? I do so many things.
License plate. The only thing I asked you to do tonight.
Right. Yes, I did. Hold on. I have a million tabs open.
No, I get you. That's real.
Open. Do you want the license first or where your friend is?
Wait, I'm sorry. You have both? Yeah, both. Both is good.
Which do you want first?
License plate, then where they are. Well, no, other way around. Sorry, where they are, then license plate.
Where your friend is, or where the license plate is? I don't know. I don't have like GPS.
Well, yes. Just give me both in any order.
Okay. What I found about the license plate is it is apparently under the name Kara McKnight.
Is that like a knight with a K or like a knight with an ironic N?
A K.
Okay.
I can't find a lot of information on her. It's all like military shit, dude.
Like Wait a minute. Okay, and what about the other one?
Oh, yeah. She's like around. There's like an apartment.
Cool. How about text me the address? Cool. Text me the address so you don't have to talk on the phone anymore. Bonus points?
Thank God. I hate talking.
Cool. Thanks. Bye. And then Mikey hangs up. Kara Now, this is me, the player, not fucking remembering. Is Kara the person I met on the dock, or is that a different person entirely?
Different person entirely.
Okay,
that was
cool.
Katia.
Gotcha, cool. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
That was a name, and it was similar, and I couldn't. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's Katia Fortier.
So, Nike texts the name to Briggs specifically on the phone that he gave him because he's being annoying now. And says, "Got you a name."
He probably turned it off. So the one that he gave him probably turned that off again.
Yep.
So he probably doesn't even know.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Cool.
Just sat quietly.
Yeah, there's and it's great because everyone's sitting in the car quietly. There's no buzz, there's no ding, and I can just turn the fucking phone on, Briggs.
Okay, so how close are we to the safe house?
You're pulling up.
Okay, so I tell him to go around. There's this back area. I get out of the car. I pull up I put a key into this little pull up garage on the side of in an alley. The gesture for the car to pull in. Or if he wants to just circle the block and be ready to drive, that's fine too. But I just have everyone just come inside because this is where the door is too.
Oh.
I think Evelyn will get out and then open the door for Una. Not out of it's just she tries to get there as quickly as possible because as much as she seems more awake in the car, I think if Evelyn's been to these things before, she knows energy is taken out of a person. She's not helping them out. She's there that if they do fall over, she's gonna grab them.
Awesome. And y'all can make your way inside Briggs' safe house. I want to go check in on Jose Juan, who ran off into the night. What kind of place do you try and find for your transformation?
So do I know where am I? Or I have no freaking idea.
You know you're by the river. You know you were headed east.
Okay. I'll try to look around near the river. If there's a breach or something that I can maybe go below it and find a quiet place where I can transform.
I think, hold on one second. Which bridge are you near? It's a bridge. Zoom. Yeah, that is probably where you'd be. Yeah, okay. I know about where you are. Yeah, you're a long way from home.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. You're kind of near the old Mardi Gras World warehouse, I think. It's like a big place where they store all the floats for Mardi Gras. It's huge and it's abandoned. Well, no, because it's Carnival.
Right now?
It's in the game. We're in February. It's Carnival, but
okay.
It's busy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are probably lots of parades. Traffic is a bitch. That's why it took everybody so long to get back.
All right. So, is there any alley or safe place around there where I can try and transform?
Yeah. I think under the bridge is going to be your best bet.
All right. I'll try to do that.
Yeah.
Now, this has happened before, so he has learned from his mistakes. Are there any homeless around?
Yeah, there are.
Damn it. Okay, so I tried to find maybe a bag or something. I need to take out all my clothes, all the things that I have on myself, and I try to put them there and just put them in a stash and hid them. And now that I'm completely butt naked, I let myself out and they transform.
Yeah.
Now,
so how does it happen?
The different features I got from transformation, the cons, well, the pro is that I transform every night, not just during the full moon, which, okay. The second one is you are all but immune to magical attacks when transformed. That's fine.
Yeah.
And the other two, the cons are, this is an interesting one, and you might need to tell me how do I need to roll this. Sometimes you lose control while transform. This is not good. And the other one is the transformation takes a while and causes you a lot of pain.
Yeah.
So my question would be, even if I'm transformed, I'm able to retain consciousness. I'm a man inside the coyote form, right?
Yeah.
Unless I lose control, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I just like a animal, like a beast. All right. So I let myself out. I allow the beast to overcome me, and I transform. What do I need to do to try to retain consciousness?
Oh, I think it's got to be a let it out roll. I think that's what that's made for.
All right. Oh, this is, oh no. Oh, this is, well, for one, it's good I'm not at the car. All right. Other than
Silver
that,
linings.
The silver lining.
Yes. Other than that, just go ahead. What do I do?
Okay, so first of all, mark corruption.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm
Are you
running.
at 5 yet?
No, I got 2.
Okay.
I'm sprinting there though.
Yeah. So, as your very painful transformation begins, a couple people come over to check on you. And we're definitely going to fade to black, but there are a couple bodies come morning. More
By
I
the
think,
river.
By the river, yeah. I think it's more, not that you are like a vicious kind of like spiritually vicious or malicious, but more out of like being surrounded by these people as they come to check on you and kind of lashing out. I think you are much stronger than, you know, you're kind of out of your mind. You're not paying attention to like if you're hurting people or like how you're affecting them. But I think we definitely have a very serious injury and 1 death by the river come morning, as you make your way along it back to your home. And I think that's where we're going to end the episode tonight.
Oof.
Oof. Oh.
He's gonna feel so bad.
I know.
I just want to hug him and he can't.
Let me just write down. Jose Juan killed a guy last night.
Killed a man.
Oof.
Oh, that meme's gonna change.
Oh no.
Oh no, my heart. Okay.
You can't blame Taco Bell anymore, my friend. Okay?
Yeah.
Can't.
It's some bad Taco Bell face. Otherwise, yeah, I love this game so much. I already can't wait for next week. Sad. I was gonna say it's so dramatic as the saxophone sort of leaves this scene, goes off over the French Quarter.
Like
so
angry snarling and screaming over a smooth jazz.
Yeah, that's my jam.
That's an episode end stinger if I've ever seen one.
Like rises and it pans to the moon. It's great.
I love it. But yes, please check out our Discord. There is a channel just for this game. We'd love to hear what you think. If you'd like to get into a game, please go drop Scrat a DM on Twitter. And if you want to catch up before next week, head over to YouTube. This game is, like all of our others, in a full playlist, so you can catch up. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors in the form of Hero Forge with their printed minis. We've got some more stuff we're working with them on, which I'm very excited about, so stay tuned. Also, the Deck of Many and the Deck of Many Things, the moving magic spell cards, you can check those out. Our Humblewood campaign is also sponsored by them, which you can find just before this game. It's very wholesome. I don't think anyone's been killed by a coyote werewolf just yet, or zombies, so Yeah. Otherwise, also Maychan Press, the creators of Dark Matter, which is effectively D&D in space, which is a very wonderful thing. Otherwise, keep evoking emotions, and we'll see you next week to see what happens. Bye.
Welp.